incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young, he's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down throw for Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Young from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Used to have the coaches tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. An all-pro in 8 of his 9 NFL seasons. It's Jim Brown with it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Luck got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Back to throw. Luck. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now it's Peterson. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Young on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. That's caught by Jackson. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run on first down with Jackson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
On second and 15 now. Young. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
I'm going to hit you all day.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2 as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. On third down, Young. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense. And
all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
On first and 10, Locke. He checks it down here to Ellington. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Throwing again on second down. Luck. And he fires one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
That throw by Young incomplete. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly visiting Dallas on Sunday night.
That is a huge one in the NFC East.
Yeah, both teams 3-3. The winner will have the lead in that division. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. There he goes, left side. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Counting down.